So hello everyone. So today I'll be talking about the Alaska Pollock fish, how this is the most least expensive fish that you can buy. Basically, it's not it's not a bad fish to eat or anything. It's fairly healthy to eat. It doesn't have a lot of mercury in it or anything like that. Like tuna fish, tuna has a lot of mercury in it. Um, but the reason why it's cheap is because this fish is pretty abundant. There's a lot of it, and the way that it's caught is it's just caught with very large shipping fishing ships. They send large numbers. They send a small number of large fishing ships to Alaska, and they catch them. And what they do is there's not a lot of people on the ships, so they just catch them and they freeze them basically, and then they have it processed in different parts of Asia, where the price of labor is very, very inexpensive. So they fillet it and do all that in I guess East Asia, where like I said the cost of labor is very, very cheap. So that's the reason why the fish doesn't cost a lot of money. It's very cheap, but it's not bad for you. It's pretty good for you. And the types of fish that are related to the Alaska pollock fish would be the Atlantic pollock fish, Pacific codfish, and basically cod in general. Basically, the way you can buy these is from like fillets. Either the fillets could be frozen. I think most of them are frozen, and it's fairly inexpensive, and a lot of supermarkets carry them basically. And if you go to the frozen section, you could probably find them in just about any supermarket, and they cost anywhere from $3.50 a pound to $7 a pound. Not very expensive. So you could buy about three fillet for about $3 and $3 to $4 basically. If you go to any supermarket, and basically they are used in a lot of things like imitation crab. If you go to a sushi restaurant, when they give you those crab rolls, it's basically imitation crab. So what they do is they take the Alaska pollock fish fillets and they turn them into some kind of surimi or something. It's like some kind of slurry. They turn the fish into a pulp, and then they turn it into imitation crab sticks after they process it. And imitation crab chips sticks are pretty cheap as well. You can go to any Asian market and buy them for very little money. It doesn't cost very much at all. And they use them in McDonald's fish fillets. These are pretty expensive. I think they're pretty overpriced. I think it's $5 for a McDonald's fish fillet, and it uses Alaska pollock fish, basically. And the way you could prepare it is by you could fry it, you could deep fry it, put it in some kind of batter. I'll leave links for the recipes in the video descriptions, so you could fry it. And places like H Salt Fish and Chips, they serve up pollock fried pollock fillets there, along with cod, uh, fried cod pollock. I mean fried cod fillets and other types of fish. And you could basically do it yourself by just making the batter and then just putting it into a deep fryer and just cooking it that way. And the texture of the fish is very delicate, so if you put it on a skillet or something, and if you move it around, it's going to break up all over the place. So another way of cooking it would be by just baking the fillet. and that's another way of doing it. And I'll also leave the recipes for that, the video description below. And to your left, you see the price of fish. You see a fish table. The price of fish table. So the Alaska Pollock fish is the cheapest at $3.50 to $7 per pound. The albacore tuna is probably one of the more expensive fish. Costs anywhere from $19 to $30 a pound. Cod, that's kind of like in the middle. It's not the most expensive fish, but it's not the cheapest fish. So cod costs anywhere from $7 to $15 a pound. Halibut fish costs anywhere from $17 to $30 a pound. And most of the halibut fillets you'll get is probably from Alaska. Halibut is used in sushi a lot, so it's very good if you eat it with wasabi sauce and soy sauce. And salmon, that's like $15 to $30 a pound, so that's a pretty expensive fish. The farm-raised salmon costs less, but the wild-caught salmon costs more. But the wild-caught salmon definitely tastes better. I always buy wild-caught salmon. And as for the fish being healthy and having a lot of nutrients, yes, Alaska Pollock has a lot of nutrients and vitamins, minerals, and has omega-3 and stuff like that. It's pretty healthy to eat, unlike tilapia, which is not very healthy. It has a lot of omega-6, and that's very bad for your heart. It's a fish, but it's not healthy. So right now, I guess a lot of people are having hard times because of all the lockdowns and everything, and how the economy is not doing very well. So you could still eat okay, eat well, and but you don't have to spend a lot of money. I mean, you just have to know where to look. And a fish like this is a pretty good deal, basically. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching. By Ace 1000 KS 1975 signing out.